Hello everyone, this is Darien Hill and we're here in the boardroom for J. Jackson Enterprises. Today we're going to interview J. Jackson in reference to his new book, Cubicle to CEO. He is Central Florida's #1 entrepreneur, young professional who's on the rise, doing some amazing things. He's been rated for the Business Journal as 40 under 40, has been the Entrepreneur of the Year for the African American Chamber, and it's a pleasure to have him here with us today. How are you doing, Jay?
I'm doing pretty good.
Fantastic, fantastic. So, Jay, you have come up with a new book called Cubicle to CEO, and it's here, gentlemen. It's the blueprint for starting your own business. All right, and it's a fantastic book. I recommend you go and get it right away. So tell us, Jay, what was your inspiration for writing this book?
Well, Darien, as you know, we are going through some rough economic times right now, and a lot of individuals who I was friends with, they found themselves out of work because of the rough economy. Number of individuals have been laid off. Sure. And I've been an entrepreneur for several years now. I have several companies underneath my name, and so one of the things that I found is that a lot of these individuals, they were very talented, very smart, they were laid off because of the fact that the economy was going bad and really didn't know what to do with themselves, really had no clue of what to do. And so I sat down with a lot of my friends that were laid off and I said, let's tap into your talent, let's tap into your passion, let's find out what it is that you're good at, and let's try to find a business opportunity for that. It started out with me just sitting down with people one-on-one on an individual basis. Pretty soon I began getting call after call after call, and now at the same time I'm running my own business, so didn't have a lot of time to go sit down with individuals on a one-on-one basis on a more regular situation. So eventually got to the point where I said, well, you know what, I'm going to put together a seminar educating people on how to turn their passion into profits. Pretty soon, seminar turned into a book. I actually sat down with a gentleman who is a very good friend of mine, and he looked at the curriculum that I had, because I had created a whole curriculum of lessons that I knew a person needed to know in order to start their own business, important lessons, things that I learned through my own trial and error, things that I learned from individuals who shared lessons with me as I was getting started in the early stages of my business. So that's really where the beginning stages of it began. From there, it was turned into a book, and now we have Cubicle to CEO. So I knew that I could help people on a more larger scale by putting it into a book format and something that I could easily distribute to somebody so they could take the lessons and the knowledge that I put in there and utilize it to succeed themselves. So
by the name Cubicle to CEO, I can see that you've identified a need in the marketplace, because so many people are passionate about different things, and there's so much opportunity. But oftentimes, many people find themselves not being able to tap into their passion or even monetize that passion. So why is it important for them, if they're looking to start a business, to really grab hold of Cubicle to CEO? Why is that important?
Well, I'm going to share with you a little bit about my situation first and my story. I was a county employee. I worked for the local government, had a good job, made good money, but it was not very fulfilling for me. I went into work. And I tell you, I'm be honest with you, Darren, there were days when I would wake up and I would dread going into work. And I didn't do, my work wasn't hard, it wasn't difficult, it wasn't even strenuous, but it was not fulfilling at all. And I'll never forget the days that I would drive to work just saying to myself, man, I can't believe I'm going into this job. I'm sick and tired of it. I don't feel like I'm appreciated. It wasn't utilizing my talents. I just felt like there was much more in me, and so I would go into this job every day, and I literally put my feet up on the desk and sit there. My whole shift really didn't have, I was a supervisor, so I didn't have a lot of responsibility on a daily operation, but it eventually got to the point where I just said, I have to do something about this. I would have to take control of my destiny. And so eventually I made a decision that I wanted to start my own business. I had no clue of what I wanted to do, but I knew that I had to take control of my destiny. And so I began searching for different opportunities left and right. Came up with a couple of different ideas, but they were far-fetched and really didn't make a lot of sense. So I eventually latched onto the real estate industry. After purchasing my first home, I saw a need, I saw a niche there, so I began going into that industry on a part-time basis, and eventually it evolved into me leaving that full-time job and going into my industry on a full-time basis. And from there, real estate company, business in health and beauty has just grown. I love what I do. I have a passion for what I do, and I'll tell you, Darien, I could wake up in the middle of the night and do what I do. I could do it for free if I had to. I have to pay bills, but I mean, I love it. I love what I do, and that's what I really try to tap into individuals with, is trying to share with them, let's find out what it is that you would do for free, and let's find out how we can make a profit behind it.